tongere o te maunga, ko taupo o te moana, ko ngā te tūwhare tō te iwi.
Hi, I'm Annie. I'm going to tell you about the collaborative community education model, who's involved and how it works. But first, why are we doing it? We all know nature's good for us and research is backing this up. Spending time in nature makes us physically healthier, socially and emotionally well, and it can even improve kids' performance at school. So, healthy nature means healthy people. Based on this knowledge, there's a growing number of strategies all around the world helping young people have regular access to nature. For example, the United Nations have created Sustainable Development Goals to transform our world. Tackling these issues is a job for all of us. So, then what's the answer? How can we all contribute? We think we've got something to help us. Introducing the Collaborative Community Education Model. This model is for communities to come together with young people at the heart. Partnering organisations, local experts and businesses collaborate and support students to work towards a shared vision. The coordinator is the go-between key supporter and all-time superhero that works across the model and pulls people together. There are two leadership groups, no one more important than the other, one of student representatives and one of community partners. The cool thing is, the CCEM aligns really well with current teaching practice, real-life authentic projects, a student-led approach, and collaboration between schools and the wider community.
It has engaged kids in a community activity and they've kind of taken ownership. They see the long-term effect and the legacy that they can leave.
The students and I get to build memories and stories around our environment, and so then we start to own it and take care of it in the places that we live.
My hopes are that the children become aware of how important it is that they are ambassadors to look after the environment.
It's so beneficial to the children, because what you love in childhood you'll grow up to want to take care of when you get older.
It's getting our kids out in all weather and teaching them a love of all animals, big and small.
They're the children that need to grow up and love what's here naturally, and they're just going to cherish it and help to rebuild it.
That's the real big overview, but I know what you're thinking. What does this look like on the ground? Let's look at two programs based on the model currently achieving big things for the future of Aotearoa. First things first, it's important to have a shared vision that gets everyone on the same page. Without a clear picture of where you want to go and what you want to achieve, it won't happen. The Kids Greening Taupo vision is based on the work of Greening Taupo, community restoration group, to retrofit biodiversity back in our town and bring back the birds.
We're interested in restoring the values of Taupo for its wildlife and as a place to be, and it's really the kids that are going to take that forward.
Down in the South Island, the Dunedin town belt Kaitiaki have their own local vision and focus.
The dreams are about kids getting involved in conservation activities and the kids being people who will fight for those values.
I've been completely inspired by what the students are coming up with for projects. It's only year one this year and we have 7 schools on board. Say in 10 years' time, I'm hoping that all 30 schools that are within walking distance of the town belt will be involved in this initiative, and that the town belt will be this beautiful wildlife corridor, and that people want to go to the town belt, use it as a space that they know that students have made better for them to use.
Second, students are in the driver's seat of their local program. They collaborate, they decide, they organise, they lead.
Kids Greening Taupo has given me the confidence, the connections, the leadership skills to pursue my future dreams and goals.
Yeah. It really gives people a chance to get involved with something new, because if you're just sitting in a classroom, you're learning stuff, but it's not really giving you any experiences. Well, with Kids Greening Taupo you get to do a bit of both and help make a difference at the same time.
Yeah. It's hands-on.
Yeah.
It's really cool that I can go back in a few years and see all these plants completely growing up, and it's we did that. We are actually helping and changing things.
We get put in groups where we have to help little kids.
They look up to you and they're always watching you, Mom, if she did that, then I should do it as well.
How teachers do teacher courses. This could be one of them, to come out and learn about how to embrace the environment here, how they can learn and add it into their normal school day lives to make it better for students.
This opportunity has just harboured our need for environmental education and our interest in the environment and like the interaction that the environment has with people.
Our community partners are the support network for students and schools taking conservation action.
Each one of us as partners bring a different strength to the program, and that's something that our coordinator can call on us for.
I'm really excited to see kids Greening Taupo, getting the kids involved, being leaders in their field, bringing our biodiversity back into Taupo.
Taupo District Council really enjoys working with Kids Greening Taupo because it brings so much more to the projects that we are often involved in. I love walking through areas like this and just getting the fresh ideas that the students bring.
Our teachers seem to really like this approach to learning just as much as we do.
If we can inspire that curiosity in children, then they will always have that connection to where they belong and have that respect and that kaitiakitanga of it.
Let's appreciate what's here, be excited and passionate about it, and share that with the people around us. And that's what Kids Greening Taupo has really brought. You know, let's hand it to the children and let them get excited and share their passions with each other.
These young people are going to take that learning out and be great citizens of Taupo and of New Zealand and of the world.
Contextualisation, it's a really powerful notion in education at the moment. And one of the powerful things I've seen with the Kids Greening Taupo initiative is that it allows students to do some amazing learning in a very relevant and real world context. And it beautifully combines a number of different subject areas and topics and information in a very seamless and natural way, and increases engagement, something phenomenal. I think this is the model of what learning in secondary education needs to look like over the next 10 years.
I think it brings the learning for the children to life. It's very hands-on, and it's not just a school project, it is actually a part of our community, and our community are getting involved.
Students learning in nature is important because it widens their focus from just themselves to thinking about the planet they're living on and what they can do to make it a better place.
Our parents also think this approach is good for us.
A lot of parents these days, we worry about our kids spending so much time on devices or indoors and just not interacting with the world outside them. So to see these kids who not only are they so passionate about the outdoors, but that they're actively taking part in planting days and in trapping and just all of these other ways to try and make our environment a better place is absolutely amazing.
She's more outgoing and more conscientious of things around her, whether it be other people or the planet. As a parent, I'd like to see all my daughters do this sort of thing, because we've had plenty of time to wreck the planet, but we're going to need just as much time to fix it, and good people to do that. Good hard-working young people to do that.
As you can see, there are a lot of people involved, so our coordinator is the glue bringing them all together. Coordinators support, facilitate and evaluate pretty much on a daily basis.
My role is really about being a connector between all the different organisations and people involved, as well as a facilitator. Some of the key parts of my job are to work alongside the teachers and management sometimes to integrate the vision and work of Greening Taupo into their respective curriculums, all with the hope that we're providing students with a real life and meaningful context for learning.
I work with young people who tell me, that usually they don't have the chance to make a difference in their community. This program allows them to make a difference that is real, that is making a difference to their local community, and it's right now. I work with a student leadership team. Each school has given me 3 students to work with, and they are both passionate about the environment, but they're also leaders. So they work as ambassadors within their schools and translate the vision and the goals that they've set for their special place, which is the Dunedin Town Belt, and get others motivated. One of the things that the program does is provide teachers with professional development, so that people like myself and other community experts aren't the ones teaching. It is actually the teachers who are trained, that are using the town belt as the space but teaching within that context.
One of the strengths of Kids Greening Taupo is a strong research focus.
We use ongoing feedback to inform the future developments of the project. Thea collects feedback informally on a regular basis with the group she's working with, but systematically we also interview either the teachers or the students or the community partners at the end of each year to make sure that we're reflecting what the different players want in terms of outcomes of the model.
So what does this mean for young people? Let's hear what they have to say.
Kids will be here longer than most adults, so we have to continue the conservation.
It gives you a sense of pride, like we've restored the scully and we've brought it back to a good health.
We can copy how animals live and base our lives around how they live.
And I love working out here. I just like being in the nature, fresh air.
And if we had no trees, there would be no oxygen made.
Instead of us learning about the world's problems and not doing anything about it, we're out there.
We're contributing to something that one day, when I'm not here anymore, it might still be going on. And I'll be glad to be one of the first. It's great to have a voice.
You're saving lots of animals' lives because they could be extinct by the time you're an adult.
I'm really honoured to be part of it because I'm usually just a normal girl, but well, I just want to help as much as I can and just do my part.
Well, I think it's just doing the right thing and just take care of what we've got.
I'm really excited to see the end result. It's going to be awesome what we can do together.
There you have it, the collaborative community education model. So I ask, how can this model shape your local place?